Hello everyone and welcome to Love Craft with Catherine. I'm Catherine. I'm here in Australia doing some crafty Christmas Craftmas videos during December. Today it is the 18th of December, Wednesday, exactly 1 week till Christmas. Can you believe that? Can you believe we are literally a week away from Christmas and this year being over very soon after that? So 2 weeks left of the year. I just boggles the brain how fast everything just flies by. Anyway, I've been doing some craft videos. Some of them are catch-ups from the beginning of December that I've been trying to studiously make some, so there's some the idea was to have a video for each day of December from the 1st to the 24th, kind of like an advent of doing Christmas crafts, and I thought I will do as many videos as I can. If you've watched any others, you'll know that I haven't been able to keep up with them because of like bad health and bad mental health. I shouldn't say bad, that's the wrong way. I don't know another way to say it right now, to be honest, but it hasn't been great, and so the first couple of weeks were a bit of a write-off, which was a bit of a shame. I'm functioning a little bit better, so I've been able to do some videos, and I did want to do some backdated videos so I could catch up and have a whole playlist of Christmas Craftmas videos for December. Now I think, given that it is the 18th of December, I don't really think that's gonna happen. I will just try and do what I can do. If I can do a video for the day that I'm videoing, and then if I'm able to do any others, I will backdate them, but I think the reality is I'm getting exhausted just coming up to Christmas, and we still have stuff to organize, so I might not, in fact, get my videos, all the videos that I wanted done. I have plenty of ideas scattered around of the craft stuff we could do for Christmas, but it may have to wait till next year. So this one I thought we'd do. Now, full disclosure, is not my originator idea. I'm not the originator of this. I have no idea who is. I saw a picture of it at some point some years ago, and when I was rummaging through my craft stash, I was thinking of what things I could make on the videos specifically for Christmas, and this popped into my head. So this is crochet and sewing some dingle dangles and buttons on the tree. Now, like I said, I don't know who originated the idea. I'm not following anyone's tutorial pattern, so I can't give any credit to anyone for that. I just saw a picture a couple of years ago, and it's a few granny squares, and I'm like, yeah, that's easy, we'll do that. So I'll just bring it up to the thing. So these are the full granny squares, not with the clusters, so I'll turn it over so you can see the crochet. So I'm just using scrap yarn in my bag, so again, with a lack of knowledge, I've no idea. I mean, this is synthetic, but I don't know where it came from or how long I've had it or any of that kind of stuff. It is fluffy, and I thought it'd make a nice tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4 granny squares, and each one you add another layer. So this is literally just first round, then you have 2 rounds, then you have 3 rounds, then you have 4 rounds, and then you fold it over, not quite in half, you fold it to meet the line, and it makes this Christmas tree shaped thing, which I think is really quite adorable. And I sewed some buttons, and you can see on my table I've been going through buttons, and I kind of love the texture, so I've been sat playing with the buttons for about 5 minutes. But just sewed some little decorations on it, so you can, and a little piece of ribbon. I put blue ribbon on to match the little blue one at the top, to hang on a Christmas tree, or to hang wherever you want to hang it, actually. So yeah, so I thought we could do that together. I'm not going to do a full learn how to crochet tutorial. If you would like me to, then please put in the comments that you would like me to. I'm thinking it might be, this is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I have some, I know what this is. This is Australia's equivalent to Red Heart Super Saver. It is called something saver. I can't remember what the first word is, but it comes from Spotlight, which is Australia's crafty store, and it's okay. You know, it can be quite overpriced and very understaffed, and the staff always seem very overworked, but it can have some good stock. So, you know, it's that kind of hit or miss. It can be good, it cannot be great. It, like any shop, I think. So I've just started without saying anything, so I was too busy rabbiting on about Spotlight. So I'm going to be talking in crochet US terms, because I learned to crochet on YouTube from Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. So if any of you who crochet know him, that's where I learned to crochet a good 15 years ago. So I'll be using US terminology. So I've done a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to do a slip stitch, and I might bring the camera a little bit down, just excuse me while I wiggle you a little bit. There we go. Slip stitch to join that into a circle, and then we're going to crochet 3 chains, and then we're going to finagle our way into the middle of that chain 3 that we slip stitch together. Then we're going to start doing some double crochets. So we want to loop over and over, pull through, pull through. So your chain 3, if you're new to crochet, the first chain 3 you made to go up counts as a pretend double crochet for the granny square. So the granny square starts with 3 crochet, of course it's crochet, it's crochet, 3 double crochets. I'm just going to do 1 chain stitch. There's all these bugs in my hands. Sorry, I'm in Australia, it's the middle of summer. These bugs are so small they go through the netting on the windows. So it doesn't, the only way to stop them would be to actually close all the windows, which unless you have an entire house that is ducted air conditioning, you don't. So sorry if you just see bugs everywhere. There's not a lot I can do about it. So anyway, single crochet, single chain, sorry, 3 double crochets and then a chain, and then we want to do another 3 double crochets, this is just scrap. Actually, this forest green one, scrap from wreaths I made a few Christmases ago. It's really good green for Christmassy stuff. And 1 more crochet for that cluster. So these little bunches of double crochets that are separated by chains are called clusters. So we've got 3 double crochets, a single chain, 3 double crochets. We go back to a single chain, and I am making sure that this tail at the beginning is caught up under the double crochets I'm doing. So you can see I'm holding it so it gets caught down so it won't unravel. So we've got 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and 3 double crochet. And whenever I count like this, I keep remembering the count from Sesame Street and want to go ah ah ah. So feel free to count along. So single crochet and 1 more because we are doing squares. So we need 4 clusters of 3 double crochets with a single chain in between each. Now, I hope I'm not making people dizzy with my hand movements. I'm not sure if that's a thing. Okay, so there we go. And then we slip stitch. We're going to slip stitch. I've done my single chain, and we're going to slip stitch in the top of the chain 3 to here. If you're like super brand new to crocheting and want a how to crochet from the beginning tutorial, let me know. I'm happy to do that. But for the most part, I'll just assume that you can crochet it on some way, shape or form. So now I'm actually going to cut this off because with the tree, the top bit is just the one single round, and because this is all I've got of this green, I'm just going to start from the top and work down because I don't know how far the green will actually go. I mean, you could actually mix and match and do some other colors and whatnot, but I don't want to do that. So I've just cut that off and tied that off, and we will deal with that in a minute. So we're going to do another one. I'll just do another one to show you the step up, how you get the layers to make each square bigger, and not do the clusters but do the actual solid square. So 3 chains, slip stitch to join, and then we're going to single crochet 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to wiggle this round and find the middle, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets in there to make our cluster. There's 1 and there's 2, so there's only 2 double crochets at the very beginning because we have our chain 3, which is our imposter double crochet. We single chain, and this time we want 3 double crochets going through the center. 1, 2. I'm just gonna unravel a bit, and I've got a needle here with thread on it. I should put that in my pin cushion. And where was I? And we want to make sure we're holding this tail down so it gets wrapped in the stitches. Oops. And I've got bugs on my arm again. They're not they don't bug me. They're not terrible, they just kind of tickle a bit. And so just 1 more double crochet for this cluster, and then a single crochet, and then 3 double crochets to make our 3rd cluster for our little square. One, 2, 3. I've put 4 in there. Oh, please leave, bug. Okay. Oh no, that was silly me. That was the first of my 4th cluster, but I pulled it out because I thought it was a 4th double crochet in my 3rd cluster. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 double crochets, and then we're going to single crochet, and then again we want to slip stitch to the top stitch of our imposter double crochet at the beginning, and that gives us our square. I mean, you can pull it so it looks like a circle, because it looks exactly like a circle to me right now. But those gaps are the corners. And I'll try and get my hands out of the way. And there's the corner there. So you can pull it and see now it's a square, not so much a circle. Now, what we're going to do is go up to the next row, and we're going to do a solid square, we won't continue with doing the clusters. So what we're going to do is 3 chains to go up, and that's our imposter. 1, 2, 3 double crochet. Sorry, I got my arm tickling my arm. And then what we want to do to create the solid crochet is go in each stitch. So your traditional granny cluster squares, you would just go straight to the corner. With making a solid one, you actually want to crochet in each stitch. Now you can make the Christmas tree with the traditional cluster granny squares. That, you know, I just like the solid ones. That's, you know, it's preference, that's all. Now with the corners, they can it can buckle. Like normally you would put three double crochets in for the clusters in the corners, but it can buckle and make it wobbly, so I just do 2. So 2 for the corner. There's many different people do many, like people just work with people do what works for them, and it does depend on your tension, depends on your yarn and your hook and everything else. So some people find only 1 double crochet works, some people do 3, some people do 2. I do 2 and just 1 chain stitch and then another 2 for the corner, and so that's the whole corner. Now we got a sneaky secret stitch we have to find. So we've got a solid line going across, and then we've got our corner. Now when you look at this, you can see there's a stitch here and there's a stitch here, but that's only 2. We need to do 3 stitches across, so you need to pull your corner away, and there is your sneaky secret stitch that you have to get. So 1, 2, 3, and then you'll hit the corner. If you don't pull the corner, you've just made a side and do this sneaky one that hides under it, your count will be out like constantly. So make sure you, when you're doing the solid square, make sure you always get that sneaky stitch. So we're going to go 1, and we're going to go 2, and then 3, so that gives us the solid second side, and that brings us to the second corner. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and then we're going to chain 1 and then do another 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and that gives us our second corner. And then we're going to pull the corner we just made aside, find our sneaky stitch, and then crochet into that 1, 2 and 3. I hope you can see this alright. Sorry, I'm just kind of flapping my hands around and get in the zone with crochet. So that's, and I've picked an exceptionally dark wool to work on, not black thankfully, but I didn't think of picking a light wool. Sorry, I was just thinking of the tree. I wasn't thinking of the mechanics of showing you crochet. But again, it's more about, you know how to crochet. I'm assuming you know how to crochet for this, and you can just follow along to work out how to make the actual tree. If you do, like I said, want a tutorial from the beginning, I'm happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments. So we've got to our third corner. We're going to do 2 double crochets and then 1 chain, 2 double crochets, and then pull aside, sneaky secret stitch in there. 1, 2, and 3. And you will have to find that sneaky stitch right in the corner every single row that you do a solid square, not just for the first well, for the second row, but every row you'll have to make sure you get in that and find the secret one. So this brings us to the 4th corner. So we're going to do 1, 2 double crochets for one side of the corner, a chain stitch, and then 2 double crochets for the second side of the corner. And because we've gone up, like with the chain 3 for our imposter double crochet, and that's actually not part of our corner, that is actually the part of our side. We are just going to no single chain stitch or anything, so it's not a corner. We just go straight in and do a slip stitch to join it. Et voila, that is your second square. And then we get our little snippy snips and cut the tail, tie that off, give it a bit of a tug to make sure. So how this works now, I can show you with this having more than one row, is you fold it over like yay, so that. So the one corner comes to the line of the other corner. Oh, I've got a bug on my neck. Oh yeah, Australia and all its bugs. Now with the top layer being the single square, that, well, this is how I'm doing it. Again, I'm not following anyone's pattern or instruction. This is, I saw a picture a couple of years ago and went, yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to get the little square that's just one layer and put it on a diamond shape, and then I will sew that like that. So that's how that is. So you can see the difference. The yarn is a lot bigger. It's this is like an 8-ply. I do have, this is what I, oh look, I've got my darning needle still attached. This is what the first tree is made out of, and I used a 3mm hook, and this one is a 5.5. So if you know crocheting, you will know yarn crochet hook size will change the size of your project. So you can see already how much bigger that is. Sorry, not quite in shot. See how much bigger that is. So I'm not sure how that might just get me a square with 3. I'm not sure. It's going to be yarn chicken, I think. So we'll have a go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pause, because I don't think you need to sit and watch me make another square. So I'll pause the video and I'll come back when I've made the 3rd square. Okay, see you soon. Hello, sorry, I'm not the camera wobbly. Okay, I'm back. I have made the 3rd square. So I'm just going to sew in the end. So give the middle a good tug. Some people say you don't need to stitch the middle because if you've caught the tail under all the crochet stitches, but I have found it can still unravel even if you do it that way. So I'm just going to do a few knots. I'm not particularly worried about this being bumpy and knotty, just because it's a Christmas decoration. If it was for a blanket, I would be threading it through other stitches, but because this is going to be hanging up and not used as a blanket or a wearable or something, I'm not that worried with it being a bit rough and ready and lumpy. So going to just pull these in, and I'm going to go on the other side and go the other direction, because I'm talking very quietly, sorry if you can hear that. I just said I'm going in the other direction. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd said make sure when you're darning off your ends to go in 3 different directions, because it's almost impossible for yarn to wiggle out from 3 different directions to unravel itself. So that's what I do. Okay, so I've already done the sewing in of the ends on the other squares. So we've got our 3 squares. I mean, gosh, if you wanted to, you could make one that goes up vertically. Like that would be cool. Anyway, that's not what we're doing today. Today we are doing a folded granny square Christmas tree. Now you can choose yourself. So this is the right side of the work. You can tell by the border. If you turn it over, well, also all the stitches in the middle. If you turn it over, you can see that's the wrong side of the work. Now when you fold it over, you can fold it with the wrong side being in the middle, so you only see the right sides, but the exposed one line will be wrong side. Or you could do it the other way. It doesn't really make a huge amount of difference. I think visually it's just, yeah, visually I think the difference between the wrong side and the right side of the crochet square is very minimal, so it doesn't matter. And if you forget to check and just sew them, then I don't think that'll matter either. And that's all that I have left, so it wasn't enough for a 4th square, so we're just doing the 3, and I am threading my darning needle with a length I didn't measure, just I don't know, just an amount. I am going to do wrong sides together to have the right side of the fabric showing more, because that's what I want to do. And so we're going to sew this, and I've just pulled the tail right through. We're going to sew this without pulling the tail through. I haven't put like a knot in like you would do with sewing to stop it, because I show you what I do, which will probably horrify some people, and feel free to call the stitch police or the crochet police, whoever, I don't mind. Then I'm just going to do a knot here, because like I said, this is a decoration. This I would not be doing this on a blanket or a cardigan or a wearable or something like that. This is to hang up in someone's house, so it's okay with me that it is just random knots. And so what I'm going to do is then just filter my way up to the next space, which will be our square with 2 rounds. And again, that's the wrong side of the fabric. I'm going to fold it over so the corner meets the previous corner of the previous row, and you've got that that's sitting out. Now you could clip off and sew each one up and then sew them together. I'm just going to keep my thumb there and keep it together until I've stitched this corner on, and we'll stitch this corner on, give it a good tug, and then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to catch these stitches here just to give it some structure and support, and then I've caught the corner stitch there, and then I can go through that like so. I might do it again just to give it a bit more. I might come down a bit, excuse me. Pardon me. So I might just go down a little bit further where there's a bulk of stitches, and I'm coming up in the middle of the corner, and so I'm going to come up and then I'm going to go up a bit further just to really pin that down like so. There we go. You see that? And then we've got our last little square, which we're going to put in on as a diamond shape. And so I'm going to, I'll put that down for a second. So on the back, I am just putting my needle, or trying to, in the middle between the two folded layers, and bringing this up. And then I will see, it's right at the top there, which meets the middle of the middle circle of that granny square. And then I'm going to just hold it, and I'm going to stitch that down, and I'm going to come up again, give another stitch so it really stays there, because it doesn't have a lot to grip onto, this last little one. So what I do is I do the stitches in the corner, and then I actually go to either side and put stitches in each stitch either side of the corner, just so it has a bit more sturdiness. And that way you find, so look at that, all good. So then we're on, flip it over, and then we can just do some anchoring stitches. Again, just reiterating, I'm doing more of sewing anchoring stitches, not how I would normally finish off a crochet piece, just because it's not going to be against the skin kind of thing, or so it doesn't matter if it's lumpy. And that actually that's from the knot. I am just going to weave that in just so it doesn't unravel. I don't like cutting too close, especially with the synthetic wool, because it does slip, even for an ornament. Over years you might find that it will, you know, eventually unravel if you cut it too close to the knot. That just can come undone unless you put a dauber glue or something on it. So I'm just going to, I tried before, but I pulled it too quickly and lost the thing. So that's the end. The knot is actually down here, so that's plenty of scope for it to wiggle around and hopefully not come undone. So yeah, so then we've got a tree. It's you know, it's different shape and size to this one, but that's okay. Again, depends on your crochet hook and the yarn you use and your own tension and everything. Now this is my leftover bit from when I was darning all the pieces together. And waste not, want not. So we're going to just do a bunch of single crochet on this to make the hanger for it, and that way we won't waste, or like I try to make sure there's zero waste. All the clippings of my my wool and everything get used for stuffing little amigurumis or other things. That's a bit small. We could be able to go right to the end. and then I will just and I'm going to tie this in a knot here, just so that 2 knots meet at the end. I mean, sorry, the 2 ends meet together in the middle of the knot. See, so you've got a little circle, and then I am going to put my crochet hook and pull one through like this, and then I'm just gonna do a double square knot, 1, 2, to tie that hanger on. Now, because exactly like before, I like it to stay secure. I don't want to cut so close to the knot. I am gonna hide those ends in the actual square bulk, and then I'm gonna go the other way for the other side, and then I'll thread that as so and pull it through, like that. Okay, so and then pull it out a bit, and so there's again a bit of a wiggle room. We're not cutting right close to the knot so that knots slip out. There we go. So we got the hanging thing, and we've got our tree made, so we can decorate this. Now we can, with this I got some red thread. I was using this reddy pinky variegated thread to stitch all these on. I thought the red thread might be a nice bit of colour, and I've still got my needle threaded, so we can do that again. So I've got my needle. This is a Sashiko needle. I use this because it's just my favorite. I just like it. It's not always appropriate to use because it's so long, but I just like it. I like how long it is. And it's super duper sharp too. So what we do want to do is find something. Bring all these in a bit. Oops, sorry, knocked the tripod. Find something to put in the top part, which is kind of like the star, or the, whatever you want to call it, angel, or whatever people put on the top of their trees. So something to go, and got bugs in my arms again. That's pretty. That's quite shiny. Oh, I like that, and it's got glitter too. I'm sure you can see the sparkliness of it. I like that, but definitely, can't see, just these little bugs, they get through the screen, and then they're just, because I'm sat under lights for the filming, they're like, yay, oh look, it's all over my crochet too. Can you please fly away? No, don't go in there. You'll get stuck if you go in there. Go. Oh no, he's just, don't hide in there. Oh my gosh, please come out. I don't want to kill you. Okay, please just, I know you're having fun on my crochet. Oh, I don't want to hurt him. Okay. Okay. Goodness me. Well, at least someone likes my tree. Okay, so yes, this is just going to be just, now I have just done a knot, and because of how thick the thread is, it will just hold, so I'm not worried about this the stitches on the back. Like with this one, you can see little stitches here and there. I don't think it really matters. It's going to be hanging to show the front anyway, so you can be very particular about making sure no stitches show if you so want. I don't feel the need to do that right now, so we will just do that, and I'll just try and get this in the middle. It's shifted a bit. Bug crawling all over my tree made me wiggle it around. Here we go. So back down, and I'll just do a few stitches to make it secure. Again, it doesn't have to be super secure like you would do on something wearable or usable like a bag or whatever, because it's just going to be brought out once a year and hung up somewhere, so it doesn't need to be super secure, just enough to not fall off straight away. And we're just going to do a couple of little knots. There we go. See? It's not quite in the middle, it's a bit high up, but that's not actually a bad thing. So now I could cut that and then just do a new, but I actually just feed this through, and that's what I love about this being so long, is I can feed it through all the wool and you don't really see it, and then just go to the next. Oh, sorry, I've got a bug on my neck. I really want to turn the lights off just so all the bugs will go away. So yeah, just so, and so now we look at what we want to put on. I like the colors blue, reds, purples. I mean, we could just stick with all varying shades of reds and purples for this one. What did I do for the other one? It's a bit of a hodgepodge. I like the dangly things. But I feel like, oh look, that looks like a face, doesn't it? I feel like I just want buttons on this one. Do we put bigger ones as we go down? Oh, that's an idea. You could actually double up on your buttons. You could glue these on with a hot glue gun if you didn't actually want to be bothered with the sewing. I only just thought of that, and I'm not going to bother with turning my hot glue gun on and waiting for that. I'll just sew them on. More bugs. They're like just sweet little things. I'm not going to kill them. I don't like killing bugs if I don't have to, which, you know, if you know anything about Australia, you know we do have a lot of bugs, and that is okay. They have every right to be here as well. I think I'm gonna do that. I quite like that. It's kind of random and sort of organized. I'll just move these out of the way. Put that back in the middle. Sort of, yeah, I like that. So what I'll do is I'll just pause and go sew all these on, because there's I'm going to put them in the order they are here, so I can sew them on. But yeah, you don't need to sit and watch me sewing buttons on, but I'll come back when all the buttons are on. Okay, I'll see you soon. Hello, I've finished sewing all the buttons on, and yeah, oh, there's a bit of thread on the top. So that's the back. You can see I accidentally forgot to go through the wool with that one, but like I said, it doesn't matter because it's not, that back's not going to be the focus. So yeah, nice simple Christmas decoration. I think they're absolutely adorable. If you decide to make some, or if you like them, or even if you don't like them, let me know in the comments below. And we got, yeah, a little hangy Christmas tree with some lovely little buttons, so you could put anything on, and you could glue pom-poms or anything, you know, decorate however you like, or not decorate it at all. It can just be plain Christmas tree. So yeah, so that's our craft for today. Now I did forget to do this at the beginning. If you've watched any of my other Craftmas videos, I have an advent calendar that I do at, well, I'm supposed to do at the beginning, but I keep forgetting. Well, no, I've not even, this is the second time. So as you can see, I've been trying to catch up, but we are way down here, and just gonna because this cardboard's really tough, so I just push it perforations in, excuse the noises. And this is my, oh, it's an empty one again. I think some of them have slipped out, so 18 is missing. Oh, let's have a sneaky peek down the bottom. See if there's, this one's got 2 in it, so I'm just going to pull that out, and we'll pretend that, well, probably was from number 18 actually. Sorry, that's like, oh, woogity, I can't get the box back closed. There we go. Okay, so for number 18, which is today, is a pinky dragon. It's very cute. So that's from the Sandra and Dinosaurs Christmas Advent Calendar for Craftmas number 18, well, the 18th of December. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys are having a really good day, evening or night, and I hope you're okay. Take care, look after yourselves, be kind to yourself as well as each other, because you know it's this time for like 1 week to go to Christmas where people just get so stressed, so much to do, there's so much pressure and expectation, whether that's what people put on themselves or what they feel like they have to do. So just be kind, especially if you're in the shops. Retail workers, they absolutely get hammered with people not treating them well. So you know, try and be kind to everyone. If people aren't being kind to you, then feel free to deal with that in a way you feels appropriate. But be kind to yourself, especially be kind to yourself, and take time to have some rest. Make sure you drink tea, even if it is the middle of summer. Tea, there's never a bad time to drink tea. And on that note, I will leave you and hope you're well, and see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye bye.